Hello, 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 hello. And we are live. Welcome to RV8.4 live. It is a Tuesday. Typically, we do RV8.4 live every, let's see how this works. Every Sunday. I don't know what we're going to do here. Typically, we do this every Sunday, but Donald Trump has bombed Iran. And I felt like that was worth talking about. The world is very crazy, and I find that the crazy part about it is that its problems are a little bit more simplistic than we'd like to say they are. I know that everything can be complex, but it seems simply that it was made to be that way. That a small number of people have decided to make the world just ever so shitty, and we have no power to change that. That angers me. I have no hate for an individual group of culture or of people, but the concept of power does not breed a culture. This identity between class, I, I don't even know what I'm getting at. The point is that the rich are fucking the world. They're using lives as though they are pawns, and they are costing us billions and billions and billions of dollars just on a whim. I don't know how much it cost to blow up Iran to prevent them from doing something that apparently we have evidence to support they're not doing. I've been alive for about 25 years now, and for some reason, Iran, you would think Iran had the most efficient nuclear uh, development thing since apparently they've been nuclear weapons for over 2 decades now, and yet decisions are being made for the American people that an overwhelming, an overwhelming amount of people are disagreeing with. It's one thing to be one against 10 people telling you to not do something. It's another when it's millions and millions and millions of people who are angered by your decisions and your actions. There are other things that are important within America than starting a war overseas for something I don't know what the fucking issue is. I don't know what the problem is. I don't know. I've never met an Iranian person. And I have no qualms with Iran. I don't actually agree with what's going on, and I don't agree with being concerned with the Middle East, and I hate that that makes me a bad person, but in the current state that I'm living in America, the world that I live in, it is making things worse for our people and our government to be involved with a problem that is overseas and not addressing our own problems here. We're not helping anybody. We're not even helping ourselves. Truthfully, there needs to be more action than talk on the internet because I feel like that tool is being weaponized against us. But our politicians are less than the population of the United States. And just because a small amount of people can't get enough votes out of their little small amount of people does not mean that when people say a person should be impeached or removed from office, that it shouldn't be able to get done. There are too many Americans who want things to be different and want things to be changed and things to stop moving at the pace that they're moving at, moving in the direction that they're moving at. There's too many distractions and too much money being wasted, too much bullshit happening. Ugh. Truthfully, if we want anything effective to be done, the people have to make it like happen. The people have to actively go out of their way to um, to change the system. The system, in my mind, that truly is the problem is our reliance on what we keep calling a two-party system. The two-party system is not something that's ingrained in our law. It's not something that has to be upheld. It's just a tradition at this point that we do not need to continue. If you are a person that feels like you have enough credentials and education, you should run for office. You should be able to, no, there's nothing preventing you from doing so. People with money have have banded together and created the Democrats and the Republican Party. It is a pool of money that gets dispersed amongst people who align with certain politics and can create enough traction amongst themselves to get noticed by said political parties. If you are not famous, then your political alliance or allegiance isn't going to do anything for you if you're not a cool kid in school. It, I don't even know what to say. It feels like it's a pageantry contest. It's a pageant show that you have to win, as opposed to what it should be, where it's an American duty as an American and running for office. You should not need to be affiliated with a political party to win office in America, and it's our fault, the people, for continuing the trend of not doing enough research and for not voting third party, for not voting fourth party, fifth party, sixth party. There should be thousands of parties in America for the sole fact that there are millions of people in America. And just be two parties. we're just going to endlessly run into a problem where no one is going to get what they want. No one's going to be satisfied. Nobody is going to be happy. Everyone's making jokes online about getting drafted, and the reality is there's already so much money that they've tossed to the military that, and so many people have already enlisted. I doubt we're going to need to draft people, but it's the amount of money that we are losing. And I'm not trying to be an immoral person when I talk about the money that we're losing, but the money we're losing could be spent on America. Like, even if it's to go to war, if, oh my God, the money being dropped in Iraq, it could be spent here. These infrastructures have been created, but then the cost to do these actions are millions and millions of dollars that could have been given to the American people. The technology to create all of these weapons could create better construction tools, to create better infrastructure in America. We are spending money on our military, which wouldn't need to be an issue if they used their infrastructure to create more things in America. I'm not entirely down for the idea of our like the government and the military being what creates the infrastructure in America, but it's a lot better use with our money than killing people, than dropping bombs in places we don't, no one's been to. Not that people haven't been to Iran, but Americans, not, we have not been there, and we are letting millions and millions of our dollars be wasted on a place that we've never been to. The concerns of the rest of the world are important, especially in America, because we are an amalgamation of so many different people across the world. But if we are going to truly become Americans, we cannot be concerned with these problems in this way. We cannot be the catalyst of evil. We cannot be haphazardly tossing our resources around and fucking over the American people. Sorry, I'm hearing noises. It's easier said to just say, like, no shit, like, the president is incompetent. But this is a different level of being incompetent. This is like being told that 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 you shouldn't, that there's no money at the bottom of a well, and that if you go down into the bottom of the well, you won't be able to get out. And it feels like Donald Trump has dove headfirst into the well and then blamed us for there not being money down there and for him getting stuck down there. And it's not, no, not even that. It's him throwing on the well. Headfirst dive. It feels, it feels like things that sound like conspiracy theories. But hey, that's just a theory. A logical fucking theory that a lot of people already fucking feel and believe. I'll be back for more political ranting. Welcome to RV8.4 live podcast, radio, live stream, whatever you want to call it. We do things here. We talk about the things that we live and experience, and we listen to music, and we're here about the culture. RV8.4 it is.
But I'm a dog undercover. I'm a beast undercover. What can I say? What can I say? To keep me in the picture. Gotta sneak around like Sam Fisher. Sam Fisher, Sam Fisher. She with me when you miss her. She with me when you kiss her. Yeah. Listen up. I already told her already that I was only in it for one thing, and it wasn't to buy a ring. But your bitch want me to cover. Only time I'll ever cover. Stick up peppers when I fuck her. I could never love her. You make bitch my side. 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 You make bitch my side bitch. Get up off my side bitch. Get up out of my front bitch. Get up off my gun bitch. She said she do not like all that niggas, not like fuck bitch. She like that. You make bitch my side. 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 You make bitch my side bitch. Get up off my side bitch. Get up out of my front bitch. Get up off my gun bitch. She said she do not like all that niggas, not like fuck bitch. She like that love bitch. This is what she stuff bitch. You do that bitch today. I got plenty of the bitches. I be ripping, I be whipping, I be flipping on these niggas. I be flipping to a nigga, then I'm dipping on a nigga. Then I'm dipping on a nigga. Me, she massage, you, she a maid. Shorty wanna ride, I don't even know her name. Do her in the truck, I touch her on the butt. I ain't high enough for the coke, I need a bump. You make bitch my side. 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 Love is lame. prepara, menina, que eu vou te socar, mulher. Vou te socando de baixo pra cima, de baixo pra cima, de baixo pra cima, de baixo pra cima. Vou te socando de baixo pra cima, de baixo pra cima, de baixo pra cima. Então fica de canto, tu toma de canto, soco na costela, então toma novinha. Vou te socando de baixo pra cima, de baixo pra cima, de baixo pra cima. Vou te socando de baixo pra cima, de baixo pra cima, de baixo pra cima. Então fica de canto, tu toma de canto, soco na costela, então toma novinha.
Brota no baile que é sua azar. Essa bonitinha, gostadinha bandida, quer fuder comigo. Emocionada, ela quase chora. Eu vou toda noite dentro da suíte. Eu gostei, tu também gostou. Quando eu catuquei, tá você tá catuquei, 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 tá você tá. Eu gostei, tu também gostou. Quando eu catuquei, tá você tá catuquei, catuquei, 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 quando eu catuquei, tá você tá.
All political ranting aside, I hope everyone's having a great day. Now, I know nobody watches the live stream. Hold on, let me see if this still's working. Yes, it is. I know nobody watches the live stream, but you know, even though we have nobody watching, I still got to be consistent. I still got to get on here and do my thing. Now, for those who, for whatever reason, have came back and watched this live stream, because I know no one's watching right now, as I said earlier, this is the media has changed. The landscape that we live in is different, and this is a radio live stream podcast. And also, uh, for any of you who are keeping up, every Sunday or every 2 weeks, we host a little artist debut, as I like to do. performances by local musicians, rappers, bands, uh, and whatnot. You know, it's a showcase for everything. But I'm going to repeat this numerous times until I have an audience or until I know what I'm trying to do. But RV8.4 is a local, private, um, third party news media outlet that surveys and discusses things about culture that circulate in and around Richmond, Virginia, and also Virginia. I just want to highlight my home. I love it here. I love the people that live here. And we do a lot of cool and amazing things. Now, when it comes to the news, I have no formal training, no formal journalism training, no this, that. I've not gone to school for these things, but I've noted and I have my disgruntlement. Oh, hold on. Just so that you knew what I was doing, I'm using my oven to light light the bong because I don't have a lighter. That's what I thought. As I was saying, what was I saying? The world's a crazy place, you know. Life is ever changing and in constant turmoil apparently. For what it seems, the world might be ending. And I plan on spending my remaining time documenting and discussing and talking about the culture, as I said, that comes in and out of my home, state and town, city of Richmond, and home of Virginia. But in terms of the news, I've often felt that the news isn't biased enough. I have no shame in being a biased person because I don't think my bias is that crazy. I disagree with pain. I disagree with torture. I disagree with the world being angry at each other. Call me a liberal. Uh, except I don't like being called a liberal, but it is what it is. My point is, I hope to try to use my platform, even though I want to be a documenter, a non biased person, to promote morality and ethics and to hopefully use this whole thing to be one of the pieces that comes together to make this world a little bit better. That's all we can try, right? I don't know if YouTube doesn't like weed, but I'm not popular enough for them to know I'm smoking weed, so don't tell anybody. Oh God. We are in the home headquarters of RV8.4. You've already gotten your tour of the madhouse. Or see, that's the home of the madhouse. Wherever the madhouse be is where the madhouse is at. I'm just your local degenerate, local piece of shit. I have nothing to offer to this world but smoking weed and vibes. So whoever said you couldn't make money off of swag fucking lied. I'll tell you that. But you know, we gonna get to this. We gonna vibe. I think I've said my piece today. I had things to talk about. Maybe I'll talk about them. Actually, you know what? What I want to talk about, since no one's listening and no one can stop me. Can't be stopped, baby. Um, I feel like society, we've made media too much of this, like the cross between the consumer and the person who makes media is done. mm, People might say that it's done a like a big old mergence thing, and I don't believe it's done it fully. At least I don't think it's done it properly, because I find that everybody and their mother wants to start a YouTube channel. Now I know I sound like a crazy person because this is a YouTube channel. At least this is part of it. But either way, I have a YouTube channel. Look at me. Look at me doing this whole thing and being like, oh, everybody else is doing it. No, 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 no. Listen, listen. I just think that the larger groups of people are misleading the smaller people. I know that majority of people who are successful in the YouTube thing, like, yeah, they all started off as small potential. A lot of them are just one person in their room with a camera. Yes, a lot of people have blown up that way, but I find that they are different in that it isn't. They try, and they do put the effort to be immersed in the industry, because they probably collab, they probably connect. Like they're not consumers who just have a camera and are chilling in their room. Like they eventually, to a degree, they put in a decent amount of effort and connect themselves to the community at large. That's a lot different than just sort of like thinking, oh, if I post a bunch on your internet, or if I like just start filming whatever and editing a video, then like, oh, now I'm going to be successful. Now this is going to generate me money. Like people are treating all forms of social media like an OnlyFans. Like they think that, oh, you're just going to start becoming a person in this niche space, in a niche pocket within that niche space, and then you're gonna have money, and then you'll be able to like live life of leisure and luxury and not have to worry about, you know, medical bills and stuff like that. Like it sucks, it all sucks, but like the difference between the consumer, respectfully, and everybody else, and the people who are like making money or like in this industry, is that they're in this industry. I know Mr. Beast started off as like challenging himself personally, but I find that with all critique you give to him, all of his earliest, I'm talking way back in the day, his earliest videos, he put in effort, and he connected himself with the industry at large. Like his whole business thing that he's doing now, he did it early on in his career. He started that cycle. And also consistency. The You know what I mean? I don't know how to explain it. There is no actual formula to all this, but if you are a person who is being sold the lie that social media is the way to make money, you're not gonna make money because that's not how people are making money. It's the YouTube channels to me are sort of like they are a larger advertisement for what is making these micro celebrities money. I think about like I feel like a majority of all science YouTubers like who teach us about science, they have they're probably shocked to find out their extra amounts of money are being made through like in-person things or like physical educational things. They can't make the full amount of their money through YouTube because that's not what's going to work. I think about like the Hank Greens or the Green brothers in general. Like I feel like a majority of their money doesn't come from YouTube. It comes from their external properties and their external things. They're creatives as well as they are educators. So there needs to be like an understanding of these these YouTube celebrities. Of course, I don't feel bad for women. I'm glad women can just make money respectfully doing nothing. Okay? I don't remember which TikTok celebrities names specifically, but they like created there's so many people who've created themselves as these like new, you know, models, these new Kardashian, you know, neo Kardashians, if you call it, if you will, um, off of respectfully, you know, looking pretty, but there's not full amounts of talent in it. I think that given time and being within the industry, these people who have blown up from looking pretty have learned how to properly model or properly be entertainers, but the most of the people who blew up off of Vine, I found that you do any sort of research about them, extra talent that they did more with the Vine attention. I find that the more hated people were the people that just sort of blew up and then didn't add talent to it, and then because they were in the space, it's just like they never left. And then yeah, there's reasons to argue um the talentlessness there, but I find that the YouTube fame, it comes with effort, it comes with work, it comes with you know, thinking outside the box and all that other crazy shit. But the consumption and the pump and dump and the, you know, make it quick, make it quick, make it quick, make it fast mentality has been pushed towards everybody, and we have all been conditioned to think that if we just get one more like, one more view, one more play, then we will be successful. Who doesn't want to be successful? Who doesn't want to make this money? Who don't want you know, who don't want to get this money? I don't sound like nobody. I don't sound like anybody I know. I find it difficult to try to tell people to not go get this bag when, you know what? I think you should. I think you should hustle, and I think you should try your hardest. And I think that you should do whatever you want to do. But, you know, it pains me that people don't put that amount of effort in to just, you know, fucking pick up the goddamn trash. Fucking give out free food, something, something, right? Do something for the people. Do something for those around you. I don't fucking know, y'all. Love thyself.
BBL, the way you rhyme, niggas think you need a CDL. Shoot 100 rounds, out the Glock, and you can see the shell. Cuddy came to
Yeah, you know what? I think that's good. I think we're good for the day, y'all. I appreciate y'all for coming back and watching me rant for no fucking reason. Anyway, life is great. Life is good. Life has always been great, and it is what it is. I don't know how. Hold on. Have we streamed for a full hour yet? Hold on. Yes, we did. That's 1 hour and 5, baby. Let's do it. I'm happy. I'm ready to drink water. Always drink water.